All right, I've got a taste for it's like a cheese dip with beef in it and salsa in it, and you dip tortilla chips in it. So I bought some Impossible Burger made from plants. I'm gonna put that in my frying pan, and of course put some onions in there, fresh onions, and then I'm gonna show you how I make my cheese sauce. Of course, since we don't use dairy, I'm gonna show you how I make the cheese sauce, and then I'm gonna add the meat to that, and then I'm gonna add the salsa, and it'll be ready. I think I might also make some tacos as well. All right, I put a little bit of EVOO in the pan, extra virgin olive oil, and the onions. So I'm going to go ahead and let those cook down for a minute, and then I'm going to put the Impossible beef on top, and then we'll go from there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and be preparing my cheese sauce, and I'm going to use unsweetened coconut milk, and I'm going to use 2 cans. All right, I used a half a stick of Country Crock plant-based butter, avocado, and I'm gonna let that milk cook down. And look, if you don't like coconut, that's okay. I don't like coconut either, but this coconut milk, you cannot tell that it's coconut milk. All right, so that's one of the reasons why I use it on a lot of my dishes in place of regular milk or almond milk or cashew milk or whatever. But this is really, really good, especially for like sauces, real rich sauces and things like that. So the coconut milk, unsweetened, make sure you get unsweetened. All right, so I'm gonna let that cook for a minute. All right, the butter is melting down, and I went ahead and fried my onions, and I love, again, presentation, y'all know that. So I used some parsley flakes, I used some oregano, some garlic powder, and also some onion powder. So now I'm getting ready to add my Impossible Burger. Okay, as you can see, I have my Impossible beef in here, made from plants, all plants, and I'm going to cook this down like I would beef. And while that's cooking, my sauce is boiling and the butter has melted, so now I'm getting ready to add the next step. And to get some more vegetables in us, this is carrot pulp from when I juiced some carrots earlier, and I use everything. I try not to throw anything away. I try to use everything. So this is carrot pulp, so I'm going to put it in with the ground Impossible beef, of course, to add more vegetables to the dish. All right, I added 1.5 bags of Real Life cheddar cheese. I'm going to put 1/2 of a container of the Real Life cream cheese original. I'm going to let that melt down and cook down, and then I'm going to season with my nutritional yeast, my garlic powder, onion powder, Mrs. Dash, no salt because I use no salt, and of course the vegan cheese has some salt in it itself, but I don't like to use this processed stuff a lot. I like to use whole foods. I don't like to use a lot of processed stuff, but when I do have a taste for something like this, I will use the cheeses and stuff. But I try to stay away from those prepackaged meals a lot because they have a lot of sodium in it and a lot of added stuff in it. So you can actually make your own stuff from home and it'd be a lot more healthy. All right, so I'm gonna let that cook down some more. Now I'm gonna add some taco seasoning, and I got the 25% less sodium. And I'm gonna leave 1/2 of the mixture in the pan because we're gonna use that on tacos. And then I'm gonna put the other 1/2 in the cheese sauce and the salsa sauce. All right, these are my seasonings. I use the turmeric, I use a little curry powder, I use a little bit of what's called pinto bean seasoning. You probably saw it in the seasoning aisle. I use, of course, garlic powder, onion powder, parsley, and then my secret ingredient in everything is nutritional yeast. I mean, in everything, just about, except for when I bake. But I'm gonna stir this real good, and then I'm gonna start adding the meat mixture. Once you add the nutritional yeast, it kind of thickens up a little bit, and you can see those little bitty flakes of parsley. Oh wow, that's gonna be really good. All right, I just added a chunk of my meat sauce in there. Stir it, and then I'm going to add chunky salsa mild. And if you want it hotter, of course you can add whatever strength or heat you want, but that's pretty much the sauce. Okay, the sauce is ready, so you can serve it on top of some tortilla chips. You can do a lot of different things with that. And also, taco meat is ready, so I'm gonna make a taco. You can make burritos. So many things you can do with this. So I'll show you my plate because I'm kind of hungry, so I may do all three. All right, there you have it. That looks delicious. That's the burrito wrap. I'm gonna put a little bit of homemade honey mustard on it. And that's my dinner.
All right, there you have it. Look, if you're not following me on social media, follow me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, etc. And listen, go to my website, ValissaMoore.com, and join my mailing list, because those who are on my mailing list get first-hand information. You know whenever I have new recipes out, and you also have access to a lot more than those who are not subscribers. So go ahead and subscribe today. All right, there you have it.